It's the PAW Patrol Games HQ how-to video. 8 games under one roof. Let's see what's inside. Inside you'll find 1 game board, 2 punch sheets, 1 label sheet, 6 double-sided game cards, 36 PAW Patrol playing cards, 2 sidewalls, 2 crossbars, 1 bottom brace, 4 plastic clips, 30 checkers. If this is your first time playing, you'll need to assemble the HQ. Insert the crossbars and bottom brace into the sidewalls like this. Great! Now punch out the character tiles and separate by color. Remove the stickers from the label sheet and stick one to the smooth side of the checkers. Finally, unwrap the PAW playing cards. Before we play, there are 2 ways to set up the game board. For setup A, slide the game board into the HQ stand with the lookout tower facing forward. For setup B, place the game board in the middle of the table with the checkerboard facing up. You don't need the HQ to play. For character tile setup, use 15 of the same color character tiles and place them onto the HQ tile holders with the target side out. Great, now we're ready to play. In Possum Memory Match, everyone is hiding in Adventure Bay and you need to find them. For this game, use setup A and the character tile setup. Players then draw 2 character tiles from the remaining pile. Peek at which characters you picked up. These are the characters you're looking for. On your turn, take a tile from the HQ and look to see what character is on the other side. If it's one of your characters, it's a match. Keep it. If it's not a match, put it back in the same spot. The first player to match both their cards wins. In Brave Bingo, players flip tiles on the HQ trying to match characters to those on their bingo card. The first player to mark 3 in a row wins. For this game, you need setup A and the character tile setup, along with 30 checkers and a bingo card for each player. Let's play! 1 player is chosen to turn around the tiles on the HQ. One at a time, they'll turn around a card and leave it face out. If any player has that tile on their bingo card, they mark it with a checker. The first player to have 3 checkers in a row wins. For even more fun, you could play to make a square, an X, or even the whole card. When PAW Patrol is on a roll, they're ready to rescue. That's what you have to do in Yelp for Help Hide and Seek. In this game, you'll be turning over 1 target at a time to find 3 characters. For this game, you'll need setup A and the character tile setup. Each player takes 1 hide and seek card with an empty grid on one side, 1 lookout card, and 2 plastic clips. Place the hide and seek card on the table with the grid side facing up. Using the plastic clips, connect the lookout cards like this. Now you have your game board. Each player then takes 3 checkers, but make sure to hide which character you have. Now let's play. On your turn, choose a tile to turn around on the HQ. The goal is to turn around a tile that matches one of your character checkers. Once you've looked at the tile, put it back on the same spot, target side facing out. If the tile that you turned over was one of your characters, mark it on the hide and seek card with the matching checker. If it wasn't one of your characters, mark your board with a checker from the central pile of checkers. The first player to find all 3 of their characters wins. Checkers is one of the pup's favorite games to play. The object of Paw-tastic checkers is to jump over your opponent's checkers and move across the whole board to get to the last row. The first player to get rid of all your opponent's checkers wins. For this game, you'll need setup B and 12 checkers, each of the same color. Place the checkers on the board, ensuring they're on the same color squares. Let's play. Blue goes first. Move your checkers diagonally, 1 space at a time down the board, trying to get all the way to the opponent's last row. If an opponent's checker is in your way and there's an empty space on the other side, jump it and remove it from the board. If you've made it all the way to the other side, your checker is kinged. Place a checker of the same color on top of your king checker. Now the king checker can move diagonally both forward and backward. Keep playing until one player has removed all their opponent's checkers from the board. Race to the rescue! In this game, players race to the lookout tower by moving their checker across the board. For this game, you'll need setup B and one checker each. Make sure each player has a different character. Place your checker on a start space on the game board. Shuffle the paw playing cards and place them within reach of all players. Let's play. On your turn, draw 3 cards from the central pile. Look at the colors of the cards you picked up. If one of those colors is touching the block your character is on, you can move to that space. Move a second time if you're touching a colored block that matches one of the 2 remaining cards. You can even move a third time. But if you can't move after drawing 3 cards, discard the cards and draw 3 new ones until you can move at least once. Once your checker is in the last row, any color can be used to cross the finish line. The first player to cross the finish line wins. In rollout Tic Tac Toe, be the first to get 3 tiles in a row on the HQ before your opponent. For this game, you'll need setup A, and each player will need 15 same color character tiles. Place the tiles, target side up, in a pile in front of you. Let's play. Randomly pick which player goes first. That player draws 3 tiles from their pile and places 1 tile on a space in the center of the game board. Remember, you can only place tiles in the middle 9 spaces of the board. Once you place your tile, discard the other 2. If you ever run out of tiles, use the ones you discarded. You might draw a tile with a character that has already been placed on the HQ by your opponent. If this happens, you can swap their character for yours. The first player to have 3 of their tiles in a row wins. Adventure Bay Cards is a game that trumps them all. The object is to play the same colored card as the card before. The first player to have no cards left wins. For this game, you'll need setup A. Then make a pile of 15 of the same color character tiles in front of the HQ. Take any 2 of those tiles and place them on the HQ, character side facing out. Now shuffle the playing cards and give each player 5, with the rest of the cards in the middle. Let's play. To start, one player places a card from their hand in the center, creating the game pile. On your turn, place a card that matches the color of the card on top of the pile. If you don't have the same color, you might be able to play a Pup's Trump card. A Pup's Trump card has the same character as one of the tiles on the HQ. After playing a Pup's Trump, take all the cards in the played pile and move them to the discard pile and start a new game pile. After playing a Pup's Trump, replace the tile of the character you matched on the HQ. Keep playing cards that match the color on the top of the pile. The first player to have no cards left wins. In Rescue Go Fish, there are 15 characters that need rescuing. Collect a pair of cards and you can rescue that character from the HQ. The first player to rescue 3 characters wins. For this game, you'll need setup A. Put 15 tiles character side out in the HQ. Shuffle the playing cards and deal 5 cards to each player. The rest of the cards can go in the middle. Let's play. On your turn, ask another player if they have a card that matches a character or image you're looking for. If they do, they have to give it to you, and you can then take the matching tile from the HQ. That's 1 rescue. If the other player doesn't have the card you're looking for, draw a new one and add it to your hand. Your turn is over. Double image playing cards are wild. This means they can be matched with either image on the card. The first player to match and rescue 3 characters wins. If you run out of cards to draw, whichever player has the most matches wins. Well, Paw Friends, those are the 8 games under one roof in the Paw Patrol Games HQ. There are so many play possibilities. Happy playing! For even more Games HQ fun, try Gabby's Dollhouse, Harry Potter, and Disney Princess Edition.